So there have been several heresies that have plagued our Christian faith throughout our lifespan, and up to this point, we have learned of those as Arianism, Gnosticism, Agnosticism, and we have also learned how the church works to combat those heresies. And one heresy we have yet to cover is Manichaeism, which is what we'll be talking about today. Manichaeism deals with the problem of evil, and it does so in denying core doctrines that our Christian church follows. So, firstly, we're going to be discussing how this all came to be. So, Manichaeism is a heresy that started in the Sasanian Empire, and it began around the 3rd century by an Iranian prophet named Mani. Mani was born around 216 in the Parthian Empire. He was raised in the Jewish Gnostic sect known as Elsazites, as his parents also belonged to this. The spread of Manichaeism can be mostly associated to the Parthian Empire not imposing strict persecution and allowing it to spread. Getting down to its influences, Mani believed the works of Gautama Buddha, Zoroaster, and Jesus were incomplete, and this is what he based his religion on. Mani quickly grew uneasy with his current religion of Elsazites. After this, and because of this, he took great influence from a dualistic Gnostic writer in his area. So the core belief of Manichaeism is there is a constant battle between good and bad, and each is as powerful as each other. They created this belief by denying the omnipotence of God and created these two core beliefs. God is still held as powerful but not omnipotent, and is constantly opposed by the devil. The byproduct of these two worlds are humans and the soul. The human is regarded as the soldier of this war, as they are constantly under the effect of good and bad. Humans are not regarded as good or bad necessarily, but that everyone possesses evil and good in them. This faith responds to the problem of evil by saying humans were created with influence from the devil, which God took no part in, and that humans were the battlegrounds for these two worlds.
Next, I'll talk about why the creator Manny believed in these things. Manny believed this because he received revelations at a young age and became tired of the religion he was born into. He would call the spirit that gave him these revelations his twin. Manichaeism spread fast. It was very popular in the East around China and eventually spread to Rome. It was called a heresy because it was a mixture of many religions that confused people of their original beliefs. So it was banned in China, and the leaders in Rome and other countries started to persecute their followers. It flourished in 290 as it spread through Egypt and many other kingdoms. Yet, in 291, persecution began to occur. This was due to the murder of the apostle Sisin. Then, soon after, China banned it, and Rome was threatening to kill and burn the followers and their scripture. It came to an end in 732. A modern heresy it ended in 732. A modern heresy like this one is yin and yang. There are two cosmic dualities running the universe. The yin yang philosophy says that the universe is composed of competing and complementary forces of dark and light, sun and moon, male and female. This philosophy is at least 3,500 years old and was discussed in the 9th century BCE text. It was known as One Qing or Book of Changes, and influences the philosophies of Taoism and Confucianism. The yin yang symbol is related to the ancient method used to track the movements of the sun, moon, and stars around the year. Generally speaking, yin is characterized as an inward energy that is the feminine, still dark and negative. On the other hand, yang is characterized as the outward energy, masculine, hot, bright, and positive. Yin and yang elements come in pairs such as the moon and the sun, female and male, and dark and bright, cold and hot, passive and active, and so on. But note that yin and yang are not static or mutually exclusive terms. While the world is composed of many different, sometimes opposing forces, these can coexist and even complement each other. Sometimes forces opposite in nature even rely on one another to exist. The nature of yin and yang lies in the interchange and interplay of the two components. The alternation the alternation of day and night is just such an example. There cannot be a shadow without light.